the lockdown is getting lighter and most of us are back to work. But the habits which are developed from the past 2 months continue the same, at least for a certain period. For us, quarantine was one of several public health measures to prevent the spread of a contagious disease. But for our children, lockdown was like a Hollywood supervillain who destroyed all their vacation plans. It has destroyed most of their daily activity pattern, and now they are used to new patterns which will be difficult for them to continue once the lockdown gets over. So today, I will be speaking on the side effects of quarantine in students' life cycle. For children, they had many stresses during quarantine, especially uncertainty about the duration of quarantine, fear of getting infected when similar symptoms appear in their body, frustration and boredom as they lost their usual routine, reduced social and physical contact with others, sense of isolation from not being able to take part in usual day-to-day activities like shopping, roaming with friends, fear of getting caught by police if you go out without any genuine reasons. Quarantine affects three major areas of students' well-being. Number 1, physical well-being. According to WHO, children of age 5 to 17 should do at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. But during this lockdown period, they spend more than 8 hours a day in front of screen, playing games and movies, and are physically inactive. At least some sorts of physical activity is needed in children, that their cardiovascular and muscular systems need to be activated every day. Their eating pattern, sleeping pattern and all have changed, which are linked to weight gain and obesity. These habits may continue for long, even after the school starts regularly. Number 2, emotional well-being. Prolonged duration of pandemic, fears of infection, frustration, boredom, inadequate information, lack of in-person contact with classmates, friends and teachers can have even more problematic and enduring effects. Most of our students will miss the events that they were looking forward to, such as sports, arts, field trips, celebrations, which are the most interesting part of their school life. These feelings will affect their emotions. Number 3, psychological well-being. During this lockdown, people felt that they have no control over the situations that happen around. Even they were unable to perform their usual activities. As schools were closed and other plans got cancelled, the prospect of being confined to your home because of quarantine can be discouraging. This might have increased after you have been home for a long period. Sense of isolation is powerful. Poor sleep, decrease in immunity, mood swings, impaired executive functions can also be seen within this time. As the executive functions are impaired, you may find it more difficult to focus, manage emotions, memorize information, and to follow the directions. What we can do to cope with this situation? As quarantine disrupted your daily routine, it will be hard for most of the students to figure out how to fill all the hours of a day. What to do after getting out of bed every morning. So they will end up spending time on screen. Most of the children got addicted to violent online games from the past 2 months and will be difficult to come out of it. Just try to interrupt or stop them while playing games. Observe the reaction pattern. You will realize it. It is good that online classes have started. And now what you can do is to make your child prepare a daily routine which they should follow on coming days. There should be a proper time for everything. For wake up, for food, for studies, for playing, and even a proper time to sleep. Slowly restrict the use of online gaming platforms. Structure their time like a regular working day. Make them active as possible and also make them stay occupied. If we can bring a change in their daily routine, they will be less affected once the school starts.